Valence again. I've rolled that bubble 3 straight times. It's the exact same bubble and then a dodge. So there you go. The 2 worst games ever in this gym. I can't believe. Hello and welcome back to another installment of Poke Fodder. As we wind down on the Ground Gym Cup, today is the last day. We will have maintenance. I'm not going to make it to top 1200. This is the deck that I was rolling with. I actually won 6 in a row, which was nice. And then I don't remember what happened. I think I played this morning, didn't win a single roll, and it's hard to win the game at all if you don't win any rolls. And that's what happened. So I lost. Really just never got anything going as far as making a push towards the top 1200, which is sad because I want the trophies, because I like the masks, and this is going to set me behind. I just don't know that I can climb as much as I would need to climb to gain that many spots. I'd probably have to put like 9 wins together, and it's just not happening right now. But what I wanted to do today is briefly go over, we did get the maintenance announcement last night, as expected. We have some rebalances. We have Raikou, which looks like, I want to see this Pokemon. I don't actually have it, but I want to see this one. It looks like this could be a really nice piece, and it's definitely what a Paralyze or Electric deck needed, is something with a little bit of power. So they bumped this up to a 50 and 110 instead of 250 slices. Major improvement. It's also got some special ability about waiting, and they mentioned that Suicune was going to have this and NT was going to have this ability, but they thought that would be too OP. I don't know where the person or the people who got together and said, wow, whatever this special ability, and I don't know what it is, but we will find out soon enough tomorrow. Probably by this time tomorrow, but we'll know what the special ability is. But I don't know where the people who said, hey, whatever this ability, this non-stop ability is too OP. Where were those people when they said, hey, this Deoxys and being able to switch around, like, that's too OP? Where were those same people? Because that would have been helpful way back when. And I know that the Deoxys is like beating a dead horse at this point. But the fact of the matter is they created a deck that no matter what, moving forward, you have to have a counter built into your deck for Deoxys. And that's just that's not, I'm not complaining. I'm not dogging Deoxys users. That is a state of the game, is no matter what you do, your first thought is always, does this counter Deoxys? So where were those? And it's been nerfed to the ground compared to where it was. But that's still the case. It's still the Pokemon Duel world that we live in. But anyway, they're making, if you take Deoxys out of this game, there are so many great decks out there that are so usable that this game would be totally different, quite honestly. But that's all I'm going to say about that, with the exception of, if you run Deoxys, people don't like you. Good, bad, or indifferent. Yes, Deoxys has been nerfed, but people don't like you. And they don't like your game. And then if you rage quit because you're losing, come on. Like, seriously, you're using these, probably the strongest deck. Maybe Tropical is stronger. It's arguably the strongest deck in the game. And if you're going to rage quit because you lose, dude, like, tip your hat to the person that just beat you, whether it was bad RNG or not, and say, good game, man, and move on with your life. Why are you rage quitting? You just can't handle the fact that you have the strongest or second strongest deck and you still lost? I mean, if you look at the top of the leaderboards, there's not many Deoxys decks there. So if you're running a Deoxys deck, you're probably not going to win as much as other people. And that's just kind of what it is. So quit rage quitting. Just take your loss and move on. And in fact, it's probably quicker if you just hit forfeit and then start a new game than it is to force quit your game, log back in, wait for everything to load back up. Like, let's go. Anyway, enough of that. It goes on, like, there are paragraphs explaining what Raikou does now. And my simple mind can't figure it out. So I will let people who are a lot smarter than me figure it out tomorrow, because they will have Raikou. They will know everything about this Pokemon tomorrow before I even wake up. Garchomp changed the effect of Double Fight. And it's a lot. The changes on these first couple Pokemon are very wordy. And it's like, huh? Okay, I guess I just have to take this Pokemon into battle and see what's going on. They changed Dragon Rush 90 to Dragon Rush 100 and increased its wheel piece size, changed Dragon Claw to the new Fire Fang attack, we don't know what that is yet, and decreased the wheel piece size of its miss. I think it's 12 at level 5 now, which means it'll probably go down to 2 8 misses, or 2 4 misses for 8 total. The Double Fight attack, which enables Garchomp to attack once more after battle, showcased Garchomp's speed, but did not fully express its strength, so we've added an effect to Double Flight, that knocks out the battle opponent if it's affected by a special condition. Okay. And it goes on to explain that. The newly added Fire Fang attack inflicts a burn and weight on the battle opponent. Thus, one possible strategy for EX Garchomp is to attack the Pokemon that EX Garchomp itself had inflicted on a special condition on. Okay. With these changes, Garchomp becomes a figure that's extremely tough to deal with. So like I said, they are doing some amazing things to make Pokemon without just flat out saying, all right, Garchomp, you now have a 190 attack. Like, instead of doing that, they're coming up with different ways to make these Pokemon strong. I like that. Zygarde added new Lance Call ability, changed Dragon Breath 100 to Dragon Breath 110. And since I did my original video on Zygarde, where I was like, I don't know what to do with this, I've used him in Gym Cups, and I really like his ability. The Land's Wrath is just decimating on heavy purple teams, but the 1 MP is not great, and he was just kind of weak. 50, 70, 100. Yeah, you know, just something was missing. So here we go. Now that it's 110, all right, I'm listening. We've added new Lands Call ability. Your ground type Pokemon deal 110 damage when this Pokemon is on the field, unless this Pokemon is affected by a special condition. If I'm reading this correctly, that means that Zygarde's now going to be doing 120 damage, not 110, as long as he doesn't have a special condition. You look at Marshtomp and Swampert, who are grounded water, who had a 1 MP buff with some caveats in there of, you know, there's some special conditions about having certain number of water and ground type Pokemon on the field. But all of a sudden, ground types sound really good. The effect stacks, so if there's multiple Zygarde on the field, then similar to Manaphy, everybody gets a +10 bonus. And there you go. Steelix got a buff. Nobody uses Steelix. Maybe that'll change if you have Swampert on the field and now Steelix is 2 MP. I will let people play with that and figure that one out. But there you go. Some very interesting things that have changed in the game. Speaking of changes, and I don't know what just happened there. Speaking of changes, I'm trying something today. And in an effort to just not play regular everyday games that can be kind of boring, I imagine, I want to work on creating something different. And hopefully, if it doesn't work for me, it gives somebody watching this video an idea. I told you yesterday I just pulled a Grovyle. And everybody says, well, Grovyle to Sceptile is not really needed. Sceptile, when it rolls 140, is going to beat most things. And once you evolve, then your Sceptile can no longer beat Mew. All very good points. But I want to try something. I want to try this Trico and evolve him into Grovyle and then into Sceptile, because if you think about it, then Sceptile is doing 110 damage plus a spin, so 150. If you can do this, and there are runners in the game now, there are Magikarps, so evolutions aren't completely impossible. And I've kind of had to switch up my deck a little bit to compensate for the evolution. I've obviously taken out my Sceptile in place of Trico, but then I also put in a Heatran to cover my entry points. Probably could go with Cobalion here. Not Zapdos. Moltres might be a good one here. I just went with Heatran for no specific reason, just because to help with entry point coverage. And I swapped out one of my double chance plates for a second X attack. My concern is that I'm allowing too many resources to trying to get Trico to evolve. But that is what we're doing. We're going to jump into league play. Going to play at least one. Hopefully win that. And then unlock my key booster there. My locked booster. But who knows? When you're if the game is getting stale for you, and I hear that a lot, you have to try different things to make it more exciting. And we're going to run into Deoxys deck. So here we go. Now I will say that the deck that I've put together, because I've changed it out of what my original deck was, the lack of Sceptile versus Deoxys is I mean, it's not good. I'm not going to lie. And we're just going to throw... Hopefully he doesn't bring Deoxys speed down here and just blast into my... Is it tree? I call him... Oh, it's probably Treco. Like a gecko, a tree and a gecko. So maybe it's Treco. Nonetheless, I am seeing a significant uptick in Deoxys decks of late. And I'm not sure why that is. I don't know. And they're not even real high Deoxys. I think the last game I played was a Deoxys user. And I want to say that it was in the 2700s as well. And I'm not sure why. I'm wondering if maybe because of all the sextuple packs that were available again, and Deoxys was available in the sextuple pack, that people now have all the pieces to Deoxys, so now they're running them. I'm honestly not sure. If you have any ideas, let me know. If you're now running Deoxys, let me know. Why are you now running Deoxys? They're not the deck that they once were. I will say that. Now what I want to do is, I definitely want to see, he does have a hurdle jump. Which is kind of a bummer. Because I wanted to protect my Treco. From Deoxys. And if I can, I would love to get Treco up against Greninja. I don't know that I will actually ever get that opportunity. We're going to back up. And having Treco as my goalie isn't the best thing ever. And it definitely, if you're going to do something where you try to get a super powerful evolution, dang it, that sucked. Then, I don't know where I was going with that. I was just very disappointed that my Parisian decided he did not want to play this round. This could be over quick. Here's the thing about going up against the Deoxys, even now, is that if they don't roll Dimensional Slip, you really are... I mean, especially with what I'm putting out right now, you're in a world of hurt. Like, you need them to roll Slip. Let's see if he swaps out here. He should swap out. If he's not a good Deoxys user, then he'll leave his Deoxys D. And we're looking for 10 in a counter. Perfect. That's money. And that is why we were looking for that. That was beautiful. First try, too. Beautiful. All right, so we finally got a slip out of him. And the better part was that it was on a miss by us. Now, I don't really know. Yeah. I don't really know what to do here. I guess I'm going to have to continue to give up my entry point. Okay. Now, if he hurdles, I can still close that gap. We are going to take this opportunity to use an X attack because we can cover no matter what Deoxys does. Unless we roll miss, we win. Because we have the chain levels to cover anything that he's going to throw out. And if we can roll Storm if we need to. And he knows this. So that worked. So now we've got 2 of his Deoxys off the board. We still have a Treco out there. Nice. Wow. Man, this sucks though. Because I can't, oh, it's his turn. Interesting. My only real play is right there. But I'm going to move up here. We're going to threaten the surround. I don't know who he attacks with. Greninja, and hope that you get gold into purple, or Deoxys D, and hope you roll your counter and that I roll a white attack. Or you just scoop up, and I didn't look at his plates. That sucked. Why didn't he use his Max Revive a long time ago? Should have looked at his plates. This might be the first time I've looked at his plates. We do have possibilities of knocking out Deoxys Speed if he wants to attack our Treco. That wasn't one of the possibilities, quite honestly. And does he still has a hurdle jump, so we actually do have to go cap the goal. If he was smart, he'd bring Deoxys A right there. So what we're gonna do is, I do need to check something. So 131, if we X attack, He's going to bring Deoxys D. I'm actually going to do that. I would expect him to bring speed down 1. And then I'll hop over Deoxys A. He should just move Deoxys A over 1. So I'm just falling for all kinds of his cheese whiz. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to double chance. Hope he doesn't roll enough water shurikens for it to matter. And he doesn't. Now, he has no goal block. He cannot get to his goal. That is game over. I feel confident in saying that. He has no more scoop ups and speeds and all that other nonsense to get back to his goal. He can't reach, he can't reach, he can't reach, and he can't reach. So, good game, Scuba. And we cap. Victory! So there we go. It does feel good beating a Deoxys deck. He did pull out some trickery on me. Did get a couple surrounds that I was not anticipating. But in the end, we get the victory. I will say, I've run Treco maybe 3 times, and I've not evolved him yet. He does need some work. He has no chain levels, and most of the Mews out there are going to be a minimum of 31. Probably closer to 32, 33. I've even seen some 34s. I've even seen a 40, which is insane. But I do need to work on him, get him some C levels, so he can go toe-to-toe with Mew. But when you're running an evolution like that you kind of need some things to go your way, and it's a high risk with a really high reward. If I ever get this Treco all the way up to Sceptile, it's going to be a one-man wrecking crew, especially because my Sceptile is level 5. It has no miss. It's going to do 110 to, with spins. That's just a whole lot of damage. So think of ways to make the game more exciting. Let's pop open our locked booster. Bulbasaur. Petalo. Oh. I will take a rare Metal EX. And as a special bonus, I actually have 2 booster tickets. That's not what I wanted to do. I have 2 booster tickets. There's nothing that I'm super excited about, but we'll crack them open anyways. Most like, oh, right off the bat. I thought we were going to get uncommons. Okay, we got a Gabite. Don't need any more Gabites, but let's crack open the last booster ticket. Okay, and there's our uncommon. That's what I was expecting. Oh, another rare. Glaceon. Very nice. So could have done a lot worse with those booster tickets. That is going to do it for today's episode. Let me know, are you doing anything to try to make evolutions viable? How far in the evolution chain are you willing to go? Are you willing to try a 3 evolution, or is a 2 evolution plenty in your mind? The +10 and +1 star is good enough for you. Let me know in the comments below, and until next time.